Today we are asking the Ahimsa Foundation to help us fund a central animal building, which will be an indoor area for all the cats whose habitats spoke off of the building. To the right you can see we have a bobcat habitat that's free roaming. Behind them is a Canada lynx and bobcat, and behind them are two tigers that just came from New York that are adjusting, so have blinds up. We still have all this expansive area to build habitats, and luckily with Tigers in America's foundation help, we have secured all the funding to build those habitats in the spring. So what's needed to complete this project for these rescued animals is a central animal building with 13 indoor stalls that provide shelter from extreme temps, areas for recovery after vet procedures, and easy access for geriatric care. I will take you to another area of the sanctuary called Woodlands that you helped us build. That is a similar setup and will be the exact same style building. And this is Woodlands with the completed habitats off of it right now. And we will enter the Woodlands building. As we enter the Woodlands building, you will see Jeremy and Simon, two white tigers to our right that were rescued from zoo surplus. The cats have access indoor, outdoor, anytime. They are fed indoors in their individual stalls so that they're conditioned positively to enter the building during vet procedures, inclement weather, or other needs such as going in their yards, cleaning, and building. Each building remains locked and has a key code access. We also designed the building to have windows, so caretakers must look in the window to make sure all animals are secured and safe before entering the building. Each building also has outdoor lights on all aspects of the building for floodlights. We also have a security system in place for our septic system where the building drains to, so if there is any issues with the septic or drainage, the red light would go on. There's one of the habitats. The in-floor heat uses propane to keep the in-floor heat going. And here's another habitat. And in addition, each building is equipped with cameras to monitor animal movement and as well as our safety protocol. The building has several secure stalls on each side. A wall divides the center of the building so that it is easier and less stressful for cats to enter their room without having to see a cat from across. There's a utilities room that houses all of our safety equipment, as well as pumps and generators. And each building is equipped with in-floor heat to keep the building warm for the cats on cold Minnesota winters. The building is designed also to keep it a minimum of 20 degrees cooler in the summer in the building compared to outside. As you can see here, there's definitely a lot of sunlight. There are waters in the building and they have guillotine access outside anytime they want. This is Simon. This is his room. Simon is a young adolescent tiger at about 18 months old. He does not have a hammock or perch because he has destroyed things that are in his room, and he chooses to like to lay on the warm surface directly on the ground. But for our geriatric cats, you will see we provide them hammocks or perches or bedding, whatever they prefer. Also, this guillotine system allows us, the caretakers from the hallway, to shut the big steel door and shut the animals in for feeding and then safely enter their outdoor habitats for cleaning, maintenance, and construction. Simon lives with his brother Jeremy, so even though they share an outdoor habitat, Jeremy has his own room for feeding. The left side of the building, you can see Shanti here, is very similar. We also have hoses. It goes directly to a gutter, so it can be easily hosed and cleaned. It stores our indoor safety and security kennels. Shanti is one of our older residents. She's 21 this year and our only lioness. She has an indoor hammock and water too to keep her comfortable. Hi, Shanti. Hi. Shazam is our indoor leopard. He does chew hammocks as well, so we've given him a perch instead with lots of hanging toys. On this side, we have several of our white tigers. Nikita is our most fractious, who is a retired exhibit cat, so I'm passing her. Callie just arrived from New York and is very social. Tonka we met earlier. Tonka is our largest tiger on the property, so he receives 2 rooms. One where he's laying on the in-floor heat right now, as well as a second room that has his hammock for comfort and his water. The building is equipped with light, hoses for easy cleaning, as well as a drain. The building also has an exhaust fan and an additional heater, as well as the in-floor heat put in for our geriatric residents. We have fly lights and everything to keep the bugs down. This enclosure is empty right now. As you see, the cats are very content indoors. They're used to coming inside. They like the warmth, they like their hammocks, but they always have access to the outdoor habitat. The habitat outside includes perches, more caves, dens, and other structures. It's a free roaming area, but due to Minnesota winters, we definitely like this indoor space for the really cold days and the geriatric cats. Shanti just followed us out of the building and is using her outdoor area. Shanti, who is a very socialized lioness, continues to follow us as we walk towards the new site, where the final animal building would go, right there. And by the end of the summer, completion of the tiger free roaming habitats. Who will benefit from this building? Henry and Haley, both bobcats that were orphaned in the wild and could not be rehabbed and released per their state laws and were placed at the Wildcat Sanctuary. They have 2 neighbors, Ramsey and Buddy, a Canada lynx and bobcat. And then far down, where all the shade cloths are up, are 2 additional tigers, Caesar and Logan, that came from New York and are still adjusting to their new surroundings. All of these guys will have access to the temperature-controlled building, plus the habitats that are constructed this summer will also have access to the building. Let's just show you more areas of the sanctuary. This is the Cougar Cove area. Everything looks much different in the summer than it does the winter, but they have the same setup. I see you, Raj. Now we are in the Serval, an African cat building, a building that Ahimsa helped us renovate, including the habitats. You can see how much the cats enjoy their indoor areas, especially in Minnesota temps. This is Cleo, Mufasa, and Rocky. We'll see who else is inside today. Even the African cats like to enjoy the sunshine outside. There's Nunda debating whether to stay inside or go out. And we actually have 1 Canada lynx in here. This is Cleo. Cleo was privately owned by a gentleman for 13 years, and so she spends a lot of her time indoor just getting used to the outdoors. So you can see, running a sanctuary in Minnesota, it's important that we provide indoor and outdoor spaces for all the animals here so that they can enjoy life to the fullest. And Ahimsa has helped us make that happen for our small cats at the sanctuary, and we are hoping you'll do the same for the big cats in Feline Meadows. Thank you.